Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Is it ever a happy Monday?
Yeah,
Is it?
it wasn't too
Good.
bad of a Monday. The king he's on his 1 day flip. So yesterday he was on days, tomorrow he's on nights. So today we had to do a little bit of running, and I had him take me to Ollie's. And because I had him take me to Ollie's, I was really nice and bought him dinner.
So nice of you.
I know, right?
Well, tomorrow we might be going to a local restaurant, a taqueria. Taqueria. Yeah, it's a taco place.
Hey, I'm game. If
But
it's tacos, I'm down.
yeah, and we've been to it before. Sarah and I have. Schnook and I have. Hello, Deborah and Mateo and Kendra. How are you? Yes, bribing the king. Well, I believe on his switch days, he has to stay up the whole time, right?
Well, see, he really should sleep all day today and stay up all night tonight. But since he had to go to sleep last night because he was tired from work,
Yeah, it's
what
hard.
he'll do is he'll stay up as late as he can possibly stay up tonight, playing video games or doing whatever. And
Yeah.
then he'll sleep in as late as he possibly can in the morning and then try to take a nap before he has to go in.
Hi, Angela. Ooh, Halloween blanket. Is that going to be your, triple threat entry into everybody's good giveaways? And hello, Barb. Hello. And Nightbot, of course, is going, oh my gosh, I just caught up. Everybody's here. Hello.
He's a little slow tonight.
Yeah, it's just the beginning of the week, so yep. But yes, we're possibly going to the taqueria tomorrow because it is Schnook's birthday tomorrow. So
Happy birthday.
yes, she will be 39. 39. So
40
so
was,
old.
well, I say 40 wasn't as hard as 30 was. 30 was a really hard number for me to hit. I couldn't even say it. 40 was the number was hard to say, but it really wasn't a hard birthday to get over.
Yeah.
But
Hi, Lydia. Hello, honey. Yeah, I don't know. I just stopped. I mean, weirdly, I don't really feel them. I mean, my body's feeling them. My
right.
body's feeling them. But I'm not worrying about them anymore. And I haven't really felt one, I don't think, since I was like 21. So, I don't know. Deborah. 33. Okay. All right. But, yep. Yep, it's her birthday. She hasn't been doing well lately, though, so she's not sure she'll be able to go out. So maybe we'll just go get the taqueria and bring it to her.
Right.
I won on Saturday. Don't tell me I won the monthly one. Ooh. Ooh, that frilly yarn. Is it like that one nobody knows how to do stuff with? That kind of frilly yarn? Ooh, thank you, Angela. I will go check out her site. Yeah, I didn't get to. Sarah and I were. Schnook and I decided to watch a movie, so I didn't go to Mama G's on Saturday. Sometimes Schnook and I will just hang out, and Mama G knows, that's what I'll do. So yeah, I've made some of those scarves. I learned to knit with them before I learned to crochet with that yarn. What is it called? That frilly yarn. It looks like lace, It looks like a
Wasn't
piece
it
of rope.
sachet?
Sachet, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the brand names of it. But there are a couple different brands of it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Angela. I haven't been on my messenger in the past couple days. You are so nice to do that for me when you see me win places, Angela. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Yes, you did. All right, I'm purling
Thank you,
this
Miss
one.
Lydia. This was a really fun little hat to make.
Now, did you have a pattern for that hat, Bridget?
I just
Of
winged
course
it.
you did.
But when I made my video, I did explain how I did it. So if anyone wanted to write it down, they could. Or if anyone wants me to write it down, I'm more than willing to write it down. Just send me an email. I'll write it out for you and you can go from there.
Hi, Nancy.
No, I used to always like the first thing I would do would run and see if I could find a pattern for something I want to make. Anymore, I'm like, let me see what I can come up with, and then if I can't come up with something that is really sparking my joy, then I go and look for a pattern.
Yes, she does, Kendra.
Yes, ma'am. You can build your own set via my website, or you're more than welcome to email me and say, hey, I'm looking for whatever theme you're looking for. I can find the fabric for you, send you some pictures. You tell me which one you want and what bag or bags that you want made from that. I let you know how much it is. You send me some money. I order that fabric, and the second it comes in, generally the next day, your bags are back in the mail as soon as I get the fabric in.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I actually had a special order come in via the website the other day, and in less than 24 hours, that order was shipped out. So I
Hi,
try to get
Carrie.
things done, quickly.
And just like Navy Mama, who is Wanda, said, she will also work with you if you have a type of bag in mind and she hasn't yet created it. And she can, she's very creative. Why won't you move up the dang cable?
Well, just keep entering the giveaways, Miss Lydia, and I'm sure eventually you will get lucky and win one.
I am sure that will happen, Lydia.
Hello,
Hello,
Miss
Ellen.
Shannon.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, honey. And hopefully tonight after I get back, I'm going to get these Christmas bags finally made up that I said I was going to work on like 2 weeks ago now.
Wow, that's like a forever for you.
Yeah, I know, but I just been, well, I made the hat and I've been working on the cloak and I made the little ducky and I had a special
Mm-hmm.
order. I ordered the yarn and dyed up an advent last night. Also dyed up a fiber advent last night.
Yep.
Just go, 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 go.
Yep. I'm surprised I got this blanket done as quickly as I do. I'm not usually a fast, or as much of it done as, I'm not usually as fast a knitter, you know.
Right. Well,
But I
isn't
don't usually
everything a
knit.
little bit? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't usually knit in 4-weight either.
Right.
So
And Terry says, little witchy. And I say, you know what? Everything's a little, it's better when it's a little witchy.
true. I have to get back to my witch hat.
Yeah, I was like, I am not going to disappoint the girls and not at least have something made. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've been saying we're going to do this, we're going to do this, you know. And ugh.
Yep.
Now, I was searching up and down everywhere in here. Couldn't find my glue sticks so I could put my flowers on.
Oh no.
I really need some more stuff like organization stuff. Because
Yeah.
I can't find everything, just gets shoved someplace because if it's all out in front of me, I get overwhelmed. You know?
Yeah. I know. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Deborah, we took a break from our knit shawls to do crochet shawls, and we both finished our crochet shawls. Um, okay, Lydia, in my room, you type shiny, SHINY, and that will drop your channel, hun.
Here's mine. She's huge.
I saw yours, Wanda. Bridget shared your picture with me. Gorgeous, honey.
It was absolutely beautiful. Not my colors, but very, very beautiful. But you know, I say that browns and stuff like that are not my colors, but when I put on browns and greens, I look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I look very more I look a lot more sophisticated in those colors.
Oh, that's why you don't like wearing them then.
Yeah, I'm just not that I'm not bougie like that.
Yeah. Here, let me. Where did I? Mine is. Let me get mine. One less N, Barb. One less N. Let me get mine. Nobody look at my butt. No, y'all want to.
Oh yeah, right?
Uh-huh. I got sloth pajama bottoms on tonight.
Oh, Mara'd love those.
I know. I know. I was going to say Mara would be jealous.
Right? Hi, Mandy. Welcome in, honey.
Hi, Mandy. Okay. This one's mine. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able.
Beautiful.
I love it. I'm going to give it to Mama G for her auction. There. It goes out quite a bit.
Yeah, that's right. Jill really likes sloths too, don't she?
Oh, that's right.
Mara had a party at her house last night.
Did she?
Yeah, well, her party followed up Michi's party, and Michi had a blowout party. Oh my goodness,
Mm.
she had a lot of fun going on over there. And then Mara did a party last night too. She was doing the games, the little race games or whatever.
Oh, she loves doing those. When she introduced me to those because I did one of her milestones with her. I was on her panel and I was like, what are all these little games with these racing duckies and racing horses? And I gotta find out what these are so I can like do these with people. You know? What up? She knows the camera's going. Her tail's going. Yeah. Yeah, you know Auntie Terry's somewhere around, don't you? Yeah? You gotta do this. Gotta do this.
Oh, I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
even care. She's like,
Oh,
oh, I'm so sorry, Deborah. Here, Deborah, I'll give you some puppy squishy faces. Sorry, Terry. These are all for Deborah now. Make her feel better. Squishy faces. And Zeba's just like, okay, mommy. We give squishy faces, and then you rub my face. As long as you rub my face afterwards. As long as you rub my face. You don't care. You don't care at all, do you?
no,
No.
you're touching me. She's a happy girl.
Abuse. It's abuse. No. No. I think it's always unexpected.
Yeah, she's such a good puppy.
I can't really do that to my Ruby. My Ruby's just like, get off of me. Yeah. And then she licks my face and, you know.
Coco and Khaleesi are very much like that. As long as you're touching them, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much do whatever you want. It's the virus meets Granny. Fiber Spider does a tutorial for it. There is a pattern, but you got to jump
Mm-hmm.
through a bunch of hoops now. It used to be just a free pattern that you could go and get and download, but yeah, now they make you jump through hoops. But if you want to follow the tutorial, Fiber Spider has one.
Have a good night, Nancy. I hope your eyes feel better, sweetie.
Good night, Miss Nancy.
I'm going to move you guys back a little. You're kind of like right up in my face now that I moved that to show Ziva. And I'm like, nobody wants to be right in my face, I don't think. Maybe in Ziva's face, but not in my face. No, nope, it's a crochet.
Now, the first one we were going to do was a knit pattern, but yeah, both of us got frustrated with that one, and I finally said, to hell with this, let's do something else.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this one later.
Nobody saw me give the dog half a cracker. Mm-mm. Hello, mystery person giving hearts. Hello. Thank you.
I got about a bowl and a half left on the cloak.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm hoping within the next week it'll be done.
Cool. Oh no, Kendra.
Do anything fun this weekend?
I got a window put in.
Well, I guess that's
Frame of
fun.
the window.
Oh, that's right. Dad was home this weekend, wasn't he?
Dad was home this weekend. He was not happy.
Came him home, put him to work.
Oh, and so I got an MRI on Wednesday, and they called me on Thursday with the results of the MRI, which I was like, what? Already? Well, my window wasn't broken. There was just never a frame. It's supposed to be a garden window, so it was never a garden window. And so my dad's been slowly making it a garden window over the past couple weeks. And now it's a garden window, and he put the nice wooden stained frame on the inside, Terry. And so he just has to put the fancy frame on this part, and then I get an electrical outlet inside of it, and it'll be all done. It'll be finally all done. But so I got an MRI on my lumbar, my lower spine on Wednesday. Never had one, but I was like, I've got really bad sciatica. Um and I just thought I had really, really bad sciatica, because that's what everybody else called it when the pain shoots from your lower back down your leg. Well,
Right.
I had it down one leg, then it moved to the other leg, and then it started in both legs at the same time, simultaneously. And I'd never heard of that before. But, now I have pain. I used to just have pain in my neck where I have degenerative disc disease, and they did an MRI there, and they found out I've got bone spurs pressing on my spinal cord and the degenerative disc. Yay for that. So we did pain management, we did PT, and then they were like, you could get surgery, but I haven't talked to anybody about that. The PT just caused more pain, and the pain management caused more pain. Now I have pain in my mid back. Yay. Never had that before. And I have the sciatica, which has gotten worse. So we got the lumbar MRI. I have a couple discs out of alignment, and my spinal column is narrowing. Ha ha ha. And they're like, yeah, you should be in a lot of pain. I'm like, yeah, I am in a lot of pain. I'm not imagining it. Thank you. For that at least. They said you could do PT. No, thank you. You could do pain management. My closest pain management is 45 minutes away one way. And it just caused me more pain last time.
Right.
No, thank you. Or you could do surgery. And I'm like, okay, let's just go for that and fix it. So I have an appointment in early November with surgery. And my sister's like, ask them to look at your neck at the same time. And then you can just do recovery from both at the same time. Yeah, so they did not discuss injection for pain management. I will be discussing exactly what surgery entails. Like, if it entails pinning and less movement and that kind of thing, we're going to go back to pain management, and discuss that again. If they are going to say rods and things and you're going to have lack of motion, and yeah, we're going to go backwards to other options. If they're going to say we can go in, put them back in place, and, tie them, and you'll have range of motion and be good, let me. Yeah, no, don't fuse me into place, please. No, I need to be able to move. I am hypermobile. I can bend like a Gumby. I've always been able to bend like a Gumby. I'm not going to be happy if I'm suddenly like a robot. Okay. Yeah, I was talking to somebody. Hey, Zach, how are you? And they were telling me how they get injections with pain management and didn't go the yeah, I say I'm a Gumby Oompa Loompa. I look like an Oompa Loompa, but I can move like a Gumby. So, yeah. It's just what I am. Welcome. You get a pin and a badge, and you get a what was this horse's name? You get a sidekick. Oh, look! She's come out of hiding to talk now, Bridget. Oh, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
You're not alone, Zach. You're not alone. Hi, Ray.
Zach, you know darn well that's not true. I know sometimes it feels that way. Everyone gets to feeling that way at times.
Mm-hmm.
But you always have someone to talk to and people to reach out to, so you know that that's not true.
And in every area, even if you're not feeling the way the title of the phone number says, I don't want to say what this sort of phone number is. I'm going to just say it because it is the phone number it is. There is a suicide hotline. But those people will talk to you if you are feeling really down. In every area, there is one of those hotlines.
Yeah.
If you are feeling down enough, call them and they will talk to you because that is what they are there for. If you don't have if you're feeling like, I don't want to call this person because it's this late at night and I don't want to wake them up, or I'm feeling really down and I am very alone, call that hotline. Okay, I have called that hotline. I am not ashamed to say I have called that hotline. That is what they are there for. That is, the people who work there live to know they are helping people who need them. Okay? Okay, Terry. Yeah, when I got pain management in my neck, it was for my migraines, but I also get tension headaches. So they were hoping it would help the multiple kinds of headaches I get. And what they did was numb the nerves in my neck. First, they numb the nerves. They see if it helps you. It helped me for 6 weeks. Then they numb them again. This is the insurance progression. And it helped me for 8 weeks that time. Sometimes it is a good cry, Zach. It is a good cry. Type joke, Zach. Type joke. Maybe that'll help. Believe me, it might help. But then they burn the nerves because that should give you relief for maybe up to a year. But when they burned the nerves in my neck, it actually did the opposite and it gave me more pain. It was just a reaction my body had to it instead of what a normal person would have. Oh. Oh. That was very, very bad. Very, very bad.
Well, the king has degenerative disc disease in his lower back.
Yeah.
And so even though he works 12 hours a day and he walks between 15 and 20 miles a night at work, it's not a steady paced walk. It's walking around the machine. So when he gets home from work after working 12 hours, he gets on the treadmill and walks another couple, 2, 3 miles at a good, hard, steady pace. And that's what helps his back pain.
I have found a certain stretch I'll do helps relieve it for a good long while. Here, Zach. I know you said she come here, come here. Someone else wants to see you. Ziva and I are sending you big hugs, Zach. And to anyone else who needs them, give them the face. Give them the face.
Yeah, I had the injections in my back because I have muscle spasms in my lower back. The first time I had them, they made that part of my back not feel so bad, but then another part of my back I could feel hurt really, really bad.
Yeah.
Then the next time they gave me the injection, I started having massive muscle spasms for weeks on end. So I never let them give me those injections again. I just take muscle relaxers and sleep on a heating pad.
Yeah. I'm glad, Zach.
And don't forget you have your what you calls to do yet tonight.
Yeah, and I just dropped my mouse. I gotta get my mouse. Because I have a touch screen, but it doesn't like to listen for like touchy things. Yeah, I think I'll do that probably now because I don't want to forget. But hold on. Now I'm getting real up close and personal with you guys. Yeah, I am. You know what? I'm going to do something else too. I'm going to do something else.
Uh-oh.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna, let me see what I got floating around my room. I want to get something that's not wool. All right. I got this.
Oh, that's
I'm blowing it up. It's 100% cotton. It's probably about 1,200 yards. It's more teals than blue.
It's really pretty.
And it goes out to black. And it's stranded. Where can I pull out where it's actually, it's like 4 strands. But that's, so it's like a 1 or a 2. Probably a 1. I'm guessing a 1. Temu, Deborah. Don't judge it. It's still gorgeously soft. Gorgeously soft. Would make a gorgeous shawl. There, you can sort of see the teal here. Okay. So, I'm going to give this away as long as you're in the U.S. Okay?
Everybody in here is.
All right? You don't judge. Don't judge the yarn. Don't judge the yarn. Okay? Now, that should make a nice size shawl. Okay? Let me pull up the giveaway tool. Oh, it would make a beautiful shirt. Do you think you'd need 2 of them to make a shirt, Barb? Would you need 2 of these to make a shirt? Because I have 2 in the same color.
It depends on if you're making a shirt or a tank top, because I could probably make a tank top in one.
Okay. Yeah, but I probably couldn't. I don't know if I could. All right. Well, if you win and you're bigger than an extra large, and you just be honest with me. Don't just be greedy, okay? Don't be like, yeah, I'm a 5X and I need to. Don't be like that, okay? Why didn't you take me to the actual StreamYard giveaway tool? There you go.
Oh, yeah, that shawl's out in the other room. I forgot.
Now, I made a shawl with 2 twister cakes. Well, I think they were twister. And it came out like 110 inches wide. And it was like, so it was like almost 2,000 yards and everything. And
Yeah, I made one with a cotton cake by Nicole.
Yeah.
And it's huge. Like, ginormous. But I used a 4-weight. I used a 4mm hook on what was like a 2-weight.
Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to use the word cotton. So go ahead and enter the word cotton. And go ahead and enter even if you're not in the US, and I'll give you a gift card if you're not in the US, okay? Hey, Tammy, I didn't see you come in. Hiya, hun. Ray. You're so funny. Ray's like, I'm not entering. Ray, but it has black in it. It's dark and like your soul. And think you could buy fiber if you took the gift card. She's not biting.
I think Ray is the only person that's more stubborn than me when it comes to giveaways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or you could buy your kids Christmas gifts. She's like more broken things to pick up after Christmas.
Right.
We have 10 entries. Good to see you, Tammy. Hi, Jude. You got here just in time for a giveaway of 100% cotton teal and black cake. If you want. Has a little ruby hair on it, but as does everything in my house. The word is cotton, Jude. I think Jude's just happy she got here. It is teal. Though if you want, I do have some green ones that are extra. Jude's probably listening with one ear and watching a K-drama with another.
Oh, goodness, I love you, Ray.
Where do you even find all these emojis? I want to find the emojis.
You know, they're picking the cotton down here right now. I've been going by fields that have giant round bales of cotton. And
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying on one of these days I'm going to stop in and I'm going to ask the farmer if I can just pick up some of what's left on the ground. Just to see if I could.
All right. I wanted to give Jude a chance to enter, but apparently Jude's ignoring me. Jude, just tell me you're not entering. She probably doesn't even have the sound on.
She's just taking a page out of Ray's book.
Jude, yarn. Jude. No. Ray, tell her the word. Jude enters contest. Wait, does Jude enter? No, Jude doesn't enter contests. She She pays at auctions.
Well, I mean, she will enter a contest, but I think once she's won from someone, she doesn't. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Or
Okay, I'm gonna run it then because I'm not gonna make everyone wait. Okay. So, right. All right. Good luck, everybody, for the cotton cake. Here we and watch put the word in right after I push the button. Here we go. It's Kristen! Congratulations, Kristen! Please email me. My email's in the description box down below, okay? And on that note, let's do this. Also, you are very welcome, Kristen. Ray, you win something anyway.
or Jude got one of them.
No, Ray did. Hi, Sally. How are you? Now you're in green, Ray. Now you're in green. Oh, Kristen, you don't have to do that, honey, but thank you. Oh, just make sure to email me and I'll get that out to you as soon as possible. You love green. If only they had purple memberships.
All right.
Now, did I give out all of my memberships?
Okay, we'll play this for Kristen.
Yeah, I gave out.
There we go.
Oh, black memberships. Yes, black. Yeah, Ray would be so happy. Hi, Maggie. How are you? Well, thank you, Kristen. Ray would be jumping her membership levels just to go between green, black, and purple all the time on people's channels. Oh, Kendra. Thank you, sweetie.
Good night, Miss Lydia.
Good night, Lydia. You have a good week, sweetie.
Hello,
Welcome.
Janice. Welcome in.
Hi, Janice. How are you? Ah, my yarn's all kerfuffled. So you're spinning right now, or?
Yes, I have one more little bird's nest to go. So I got to go through red and orange one more time after I finish this orange up. And then the red and orange will be done. I can head out. Well, not done. I have to apply it, but then I can start on the next color. So hopefully by tomorrow I will have red and orange done, and I can start on either yellow and green or blue and purple.
Ah.
I'm trying to get it all done so that I can get her box out with everybody else's box, so her advent isn't late. So I'm trying, you know, she Miss Karen's wonderful, and she keeps telling me not to rush, but you know, I only have one speed.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta get it done.
I actually like Nightbot's joke. I don't be mad at me, but I did. Recent survey revealed 6 out of 7 dwarves aren't happy.
That's so bad.
I know, but I mean, you got. Wait a minute. What? Oh.
That is horrible. Oh.
But then you're like, no, they're dopey and sleepy and dark and but it's good. It's good, but it's bad. But it's good.
Dopey was my favorite. Just because he had one of those faces that like only a mother could love.
Right, because he was so dopey. But he wasn't. But the thing was, the dopey ones are never dopey. They're really kind of like, hey, how'd you think of that? Hey, how'd you open that? Nobody could open that door. And then you're like, okay, you have not seen Ever After. Who here has seen Ever After? I love Ever After. And then, you know, I will go down in history as the man who opened a door. Leonardo da Vinci says that. And it's just like, huh? Because the door is locked and they take the key with them. So he frickin' lifts it up out of the hinges and opens it off the hinges. And they're like, pure genius. And he's like, yeah, I'll go down in history as the man who opened a door. Duh. What? Huh? And he's freaking Leonardo da Vinci.
Right.
A pure genius in all things. And I mean, I love him. And the guy who plays him just plays him so well. But oh my gosh.
Bashful was really cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Wait, did nobody ever see Ever After? Nobody raised their hand. People. What?
See, I'm not that weird.
Hello?
Is this
okay? Thank you, Ray. I knew Ray would have. Ray's like seen every movie ever made. Retelling of Cinderella? Oh, yeah, I own it too, Ray. I mean, watch it. Maggie, you've never seen it? It's Drew Barrymore as Ella, and then like, okay, help me out, Ray. Who plays the wicked stepmother? Because my brain is having a moment.
Hi, Suzanne. Welcome in.
Hi, Suzanne. Best wicked stepmother ever. Okay. Morticia Addams in the Addams Family. Come on. Angelica Houston, yes. I'm sorry, I'll be fine. I just need to be dramatic first. Oh, yeah. Having a moment. That is my new favorite saying ever since I saw this decal of a unicorn flat out. And it says, I'll be fine. I just need to be dramatic first. I'm like, I need that on a shirt, on my car, on my computer. Bye, Sally. You have a wonderful week. Yes. Oh, I haven't seen the new Witches movie. It was the. Wait, she was in the old Witches movie, wasn't she? The one in the 80s? The Witches movie. The one I grew up with. The Roald Dahl. Yeah, the old one, Janice. The one I grew up with. The original. Yeah. The Witches, where they turned the children into. Yeah. And then they just made a new one. Anne Hathaway's in the new one. Okay. And see, Bridget just has this blank look on her face.
I
She
don't
probably
really
hasn't even seen Matilda. Probably hasn't even seen Matilda. Oh, I want to cry for you, Bridget.
I don't have time to stare at the idiot box.
It's not an idiot box when it opens up your world.
But my world is open right here. I have all kinds of things to do.
Yes, I know, but when you're, I mean, it's the same as books. A lot of these movies, in fact, the ones we're talking about are all based on books. Cinderella, The Witches, Matilda, they're all based on books. They just made them from books, you know?
I mean, I had way too much to do. Like I had
What?
kids to take care of. I had
Oh,
cows
no.
to milk and animals to take care of and a
And
farm to run.
I am not saying you should have been in front of the TV instead of, or the movies instead of doing any of that. Hi, Demetra. How are you? Oh, I know, Mandy. I know. I still love chocolate cake, though. There was a reason I became a pastry chef, so I could make it all myself. Hi, Michael. How are you? Michael, are you a member of my channel? Did you get gifted a membership or did you pay for a membership?
I,
What the hey?
He's a
Well,
sweetheart, though. I really like Michael.
welcome to being a member of the channel. I didn't see. I don't know all the members of my channel. I am so sorry about that. Thank you. I don't whether it was gifted or not.
He
Thank
got
you
gifted
either
tonight,
way.
Miss Deborah said.
Oh, got gifted. I didn't see. I can't even keep track of all the ones that were gifted tonight. Look at that. Well, congratulations. It flies by too quick. I was too excited that Ray unwillingly got gifted something. Oh, I'm so mean. I'm so mean. Oh my gosh. How are you doing, Michael?
Oh. This couch is better with the board in it so it doesn't sink as far, but it's still a little too fluffy.
Too fluffy with a board in it.
The cushions are just really extra soft. They're supposed to be, but I prefer a more firm seat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just tutorials do take a lot. They take an awful lot.
Yeah, they do.
Especially when you have absolutely zero editing skills, and if you mess up something, you have to just, shut the camera off and redo that entire row all over again. And pretty much each row has to be in one take. You film in one row, you shut the camera off, turn the camera back on, do the next row, shut the camera off, turn the camera back on. Because otherwise, if you try to put 5 or 6 rows in what, you're going to mess up, and then you're going to have to rip it all out and do it again. Because I have no editing skills.
That scares me, and I'd be like, I'm never doing tutorials. Ever. Ever, ever.
It would be better if I could learn the editing stuff. Like I can back it up, and like if I slip and say a word I don't mean to say, like if I cuss or something like that, I can shut the camera off and I can back it up enough and then restart the camera, and go from there. But like if I just keep going and I try to cut it out later, it's like extremely apparent that that's what I did. Because I can't figure out how to make it look good from one spot to the next. So, yeah.
Hi, Doris and Diana. How are you? Sorry, I'm trying not to lose a stitch.
Oh, don't
without
do that.
without splitting it horribly. Splitting the yarn.
Well, I give you mad props, Michael, because I seriously, I don't have the patience to do, but maybe, maybe if I did more tutorials, more people would watch them, but I don't have the patience to put in that much work to have like 10, 15 views. I don't. That's a lot of work for very little payout, And that's why I give mad props to the people that can put that kind of time and dedication and work into growing a channel that gets better views on tutorials, because yeah, it's not my bag.
I did like one, I mean, I did like one little, this is how you do a cross stitch sort of thing. It was like my only tutorial because it was part of the deal with the company that
Right.
I show how to do it as well as the opening. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again, because how many times can you show how to do a cross stitch? No, there's not much more I can do. I already showed how to set up the hoop, how to thread the needle, and how to do the crosses.
Right.
There's nothing else to do. Yeah. So, oh, I didn't know you dealt with. See, there's so
That's
many
the
people,
exact
and so,
reason I craft is because of pain.
and
So,
I started crafting because of the ADHD, which I didn't know I had the ADHD, but it was kind of obvious, And then later came the bipolar, and so the crafting helps me with those, and now I'm having the physical pain. So I'm sure it helps me with that too. But, we know the people in our community, but we don't know them until we talk to them.
Right.
So I did not know about Michael's pain. I am sorry you deal with chronic pain, Michael. And I am now understanding chronic pain. And I feel for you, hon. And I know about dark stuff, believe me. That I do know about. So oh, I'm so sorry. Are you ex-military, Michael? Or did you just live in war zones? Can I ask that? If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Your life is your own, and you can always just say no to anything I ever ask. That is very, very noble, Michael.
Thank you for your service, sweetheart. I'm sorry that
Thank
you
you.
have lasting pain from what you have done, but we appreciate what you did.
Very much so. Very, very much so. My mother and my bio dad met in the Navy, though I don't believe either ever saw anything on any front lines.
My father was Army. My sister was born on base, and we lived in Germany for a time.
Yes, Ray, I said I'm the daughter of pirates. That's why I can swear like one.
Shoot, yes, just me saying I'm going to remember that means I have no idea what you're talking about later.
I am a
Second memory.
child of military.
Oh,
Yes, I
you can
am
always say
actually.
no. Yeah, right. Unless if she wants to send you a gift, then the no is not an option.
You know me so well, Bridget. Oh, and Ray, after you bailed out the other Tuesday, I meant to text you and say that it's now 20 times the Advent because you bailed out. 20 times the Advent, Ray. Oh, so it's what she's saying is, did you hear that you can always say no to me?
Mhm. Stop blowing holes in my ship. Now those movies I've seen.
No, Ray, I was saying you could always say no to anything I asked you, Ray. I'll just get Mr. Yarn Addiction's phone number and start asking him questions. Mm-hmm. I have my ways.
I think that's probably the only person that's more stubborn than her.
Mm. I'm kidding, Ray. You weren't being a brat. You're never a brat. You're not a brat.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
This yarn, this poncho here,
Mm-hmm.
every time I look at this thing, I just have to smile because we went to probably about 30 or 40 different Michael stores from South Carolina all the way to Wisconsin. And then on the way back, we finally found this store. Like literally every time we entered a city, I'm like, is there a Michael's in this town? And we had to go to the Michael's store. So we went to Michael's and like we went to Michael's in so many different states because Bod just came out with this pattern. And, I know you could totally make it in any yarn, but the yarn for this pattern, I just fell in love and I just had to have it.
Have a
So
good night, Kendra.
every time I look at this shawl, I just have to smile because I was in my yarn crazy phase back then. And if it was yarn, it was for me and it didn't matter what size, what makeup, nothing about it. That's how I ended up with, 40 cubes of yarn. And now working on year 4 of stashing down to get it all out of my house. But
I wish AC Moore was still around.
oh, me too. That was like my favorite craft store. I really loved AC Moore. I had to drive over 2 hours to get there, but I went like a couple times a month. I love that store.
Diana, I should have yours ready to go soon too.
See, now I'm that way with Joann's now because of fabric, because yeah.
Because you only have 30 cubes of fabric.
No, actually, I the fabric that I have that I actually own that's not someone else's fabric sitting here waiting for them to say, "Hey, I need you to make me the bags out of that fabric that I sent you." 2 cubes tops. I've actually done really, really good about not going and like just buying obscene amounts of fabric, although I would love to. Fabric is considerably more expensive. Most of the fabric I buy is between $12 and $24 a yard.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wait, let me do that better. Oh my.
Although I have spent as much as $40 for 1 yard.
Ah.
But it was a special order. It was $40 for 1 yard, and plus I had to pay the shipping from Canada. So altogether, it was almost $60. But it was Jack Sparrow.
Ooh.
It was actually Johnny Depp.
I was going to say, it's actually Johnny Depp on fabric.
Around the time Johnny was going to court with Amber, so it was hot ticket fabric. And like,
did you actually pay for TV so you could watch this actual court process?
No, I watched it on YouTube. I don't think for Jack Diddley, I don't have to, honey. I can watch that on YouTube for free. Thank you very much.
Hi, Nessa. How are you? We're just talking about how Deborah does not have a yarn problem. That is not a yarn problem, Deborah. You are fine. And how $60 a yard for fabric is between Bridget and her wallet, and that is I'm still swallowing. Hold on. Yeah, between Bridget and her wallet. No, there is no judgment, Deborah. No judgment. It was, yeah.
Right? Hey,
Hey,
I paid $60
I
for
would pay
Johnny English.
more for Johnny Depp. Okay, so is Johnny coming to my house? Is he coming? Is who's bringing him? Uber Eats? What? Huh? No, they don't come to my house.
Right,
Okay,
they don't come to my
nobody
house
comes
either.
to my house. Amazon, you know, UPS would have to deliver him in a box because that's the only people who deliver to my house.
And I get UPS, FedEx, in the mail. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Nobody brings me food
I
except my family.
Pizza Hut is 15 minutes away, and they will not deliver to my house. Oh, I'm with you there, Janice, too. I like Nick. Nicholas is yummy, yummy too.
He's crazy in his own way, in
Yeah,
a
but
fun way. It's in a fun. He actually made a movie where he played his own crazy self. I want to see that movie. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. But I've liked almost every, not almost, I've liked everything I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, I enjoy his movies. I like his movies. I've always enjoyed his movies. Ooh, Nessa. Nessa, you dance. Oh, Nessa, I would love to see you dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey. Maggie.
Ooh,
Maggie, I'm
yummy,
coming to your
yummy.
house. I can't come tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sarah's birthday, but I'll come Wednesday. I'm
I
coming.
haven't made a homemade lasagna in a minute. I should do that.
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. Yeah. He's getting a little skinny though. Just he's getting a little skeletal. I mean, I liked him, but then it's just getting like thinner and thinner, and I'm like, I'm seeing too much bone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doris. Yeah. But yeah, all of these people, even I saw Scott Bakula being mentioned there. Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I remember him. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Yeah, yeah. I dance, but even my dogs look at me funny when I dance, and the house shakes. So that does not get shown to anybody.
I
Mm-mm.
can't dance, but that doesn't stop me from doing it.
That's exactly what I was alluding to. I can't. So it's like, yeah. So yeah.
Yes, my very Italian heart read lasagna and went, oh, yes, it's that time of year. Let's do it.
Yes, I gifted the last 5 of the memberships tonight, and I believe you got one, Dawn. Scott B. Scott Bakula?
Well, isn't that the most fun time to dance, Michael? Once you've had a couple drinks. Once I've had a couple drinks, all I need you to do is stand there and be my pole, honey. I'm good. Let's go.
I used to get those few drinks in me at karaoke night, and then I would do karaoke. Nobody booed me. They all used to, I'd get the applause and everything, and I had one song. Okay. Why can't I think of my karaoke song? I know my karaoke song. Oh my God. It's been that long. I was in my 20s, so give me a moment.
Right? It takes a long time to go through that much data.
Oh, you'll pay for that. Oh, you were like what? 2 years younger than me? Oh,
I'm not saying it against you. I'm just saying I
oh,
understand it takes a long time to go through that much data.
oh.
These old processors aren't as quick as they used to be.
No. My processor takes up a whole room. It's like from the 70s. Oh, yeah, Nessa, I was saying I dance with my dogs when no one else is in the house. I put the Sirius XM on the AI and then crank it up and we dance. And my dogs even look at me funny. But oh my gosh. It is on the tip of like right here. This eye, not this eye. But oh,
When I really want to get down and get the house just like good and clean, I'll strip down to like just a little pair of shorts and a bitty itty bitty tank top and put on some music and I just dance and scrub the whole house. I'm having a party while we is cleaning. All
yeah.
night long, Sugar Shack.
Now I'm going to really old songs, but I know it has a C in the title and I can't get it.
I always used to sing Strong Enough to Bend. There's a
Huh.
country song.
Yeah.
Or The Rose. I sang that one a lot.
Oh, I love that one.
And my son absolutely loved it when I would sing Boot Scoot and Boogie to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't have a radio in the car, so he made me sing it for 3.5 hours as we drove down the interstate over and over and over again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to see if I can figure it out with Google. Oh, I know what it is. It doesn't even have a C in it. Doesn't even have a C in it. I don't know what my brain was thinking. So I want you to want me.
That's a good
I
song.
don't know why that was my not drunk, but because I'm Irish, English, Scottish. So it took an entire bar to get me drunk. And I was very rarely, I can count on one hand how many times I was ever drunk. But it was my slightly tipsy karaoke song. But
Right.
yeah, Cheap Trick. It was in the name of the the band, not in the title of the song, the C. But I would sing Cheap Trick as my karaoke song.
Dawn, my favorite one for doing washcloths is I think they call it the lemon peel stitch, where you do a single and then a double and a single and a double all the way across. And then when you turn around and come back, you double in your singles and you single in your doubles, and it gives it just a little bit of texture. So it gives you some good scrubbing and not slip away. But
Yeah,
it
that
also
gives
doesn't look back and forth. It makes a consistent look throughout the entire washcloth.
it really good texture for a washcloth.
Yeah.
Did you hear that song today, Deborah? Huh, look at that. I haven't heard that song in forever.
I'm Italian and Native American and a lot of issues.
Well, I'm mostly Irish, English, and Scottish, and then I have the ittiest bit of Baltic, the ittiest bit of French, and the ittiest bit, no idea where this came from, Scandinavian, and a tiny bit of German thrown in there. I did my sister got me the Ancestry DNA one Christmas. Um, But my dad's, hi, Zoila. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Is she feeling all right?
Probably not.
No. I hope she's not coming down with anything.
Well, that is a really awesome thing to do, Dawn. Anything we can do for our veterans should be done.
Yeah.
Elves rule, dwarves rule. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I was, oh gosh. I said something about the one time I used to work at a pie factory. And we'd be on Monday through Thursday and then off Friday and then on Saturday. And we got automatic time and a half Saturday. And it would, hey, but so we'd always go out Thursday night because we were off Friday. We'd all go out and we called it Thirsty Thursday. But most of the people were older than me and my one friend who worked there, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna tie one on, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Uh-huh." I don't really care about getting wasted or anything like that. I did see you quoting the song.
Good night, MDL.
I think I'm feeling something. Ha! Can't hold your alcohol. Thunk. Yes. Lauder. Lauder. But have a good night, Michael. Thanks for coming in, hon. But I would drink and I'd like to try different things. So I'd try, someone's drinking a shot, I'm like, "Oh, what's that? What's in it? What's it taste like?" And they're like, "Oh, it's this, and it tastes like chocolate milk, or it tastes like lemonade, or it tastes like this." I'm like, "Oh, try that," and I'm 6 shots in, and they're like, "Why are you still walking straight? Why are you not slurring? What are you?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." They're like, "How long have you been drinking? Since you were 12?" I'm like, "No, I only started drinking this year." Or like, yeah, yeah. Or like,
First time at 3.
no, I literally took my first sip of beer at 19, and I didn't start drinking until after I was 21. I didn't care for it, so I didn't bother, and I didn't care about the buzz or anything like. I was a goody two shoes. Go figure.
See, my family, my grandfather, the old like bomb shelter type fridges that like if a bomb went off, you get inside. Yeah, he had one of those. Except for he put a tap on the outside and a half barrel on the inside. And if you open the refrigerator up, there was a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of brandy on top of the half barrel. No, this was on tap at all times at my grandparents' house. Okay. By the time I was 3 years old, I could pour a 3 to 4 finger shot, and I could open little Mickey bottles, and I didn't realize I could open the little Mickey bottles. So, and like if we went over to Uncle Tom's, we could get a sip of his drink. We went over by Grandpa, we got a sip of his drink. Went over by Dad, got a sip of his drink. And then all the aunties and the rest of the uncles, we got a sip of their drinks. And so, yeah, the first time I got like drunk, I was 3. And then
why were they giving a 3-year-old a sip of an alcoholic drink?
Because that's how they do in Wisconsin.
No, that's just how your family does.
Well, there's a lot of them that do. But so because of that, though, because there was so much alcoholism in the family, I was like, no, thank you. Or like literally, when I'm a teenager, I could hand my mom $20 and say, "Hey, mom, I want some wine coolers and some of this," and she says, "Okay, well, you're not going anywhere." I was like, "Of course not." And she would go and get me the stuff, and I would sit at home and watch movies and have a drink if I wanted to. So she was like, I would rather have my children. Now, this was my mother's way of thinking. I would rather have my children let me know that they want to experience alcohol and whatnot and do it in front of me where I can make sure that everything is copacetic. And I know they're not out jumping in a car and joyriding after they've imbibed alcohol. I would just rather you guys do it right here at the house in front of me. So if you want to drink, you tell me, I'll let you drink.
Wow.
So that's what we did.
Okay.
And because of that, I didn't go to my first party drinking party until after I was 21. Because it was just not like drinking was never I get to go and sneak out and do that. Because I literally could do it right in front of my mom. So there was no need to go and
do
all that.
I agree with Zoila. You turned out great.
Yeah. And even now, like, I have bottles of alcohol out there. I've had them for over a year.
I would have bottles of alcohol that are that old, but my dad drank them. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? I mean, they would still be out there because I drink so slowly, but he drank them instead of letting my stuff alone. And it's like, that was mine.
Right?
Leave my stuff alone.
So this one here, the kit that I showed you, like it gives you ideas to paint on, but like it.
You didn't show them.
Oh,
you didn't show them what you got.
I went to Ollie's today, so I got a rock painting kit. So essentially, I paid, what was it? $8 for a box of rocks with an idea book. I mean, well, the smoking thing, yeah. By the time I was 10 or 11, I was lighting all my mom's cigarettes for her. And by the time I was 12, 13, she literally walked up to me and goes, "Hey, you want a cigarette?" And yeah, I smoked for a long time. I actually quit back in 2013. Cold turkey. It had some pretty cool ideas in it. So I don't know if I'll be able to make them as cool as what they have them looking like, but we can try.
Oh, Nessa wants to know the yarn and bag of day crochet. It's the poncho she's wearing, Nessa.
I would have to look it up because I don't remember the name of it. But literally the entire poncho is triple crochets and singles. One row is triple crochets, the next row is singles.
Do you remember which yarn you had to have for it?
The name of it? No, I don't remember.
Oh,
I had it when I started the story, and then it went bloop.
Yep,
and
just
ran
like
away.
my karaoke song. Yep.
I know a lot of people got frustrated with this pattern because they don't like the triples, but I really like doing triples. And after I got done doing this poncho, I made really pretty triples.
I know
some people, they're very uneven because they're not used to doing them, but because you had to do so many of them, it was easy to get used to doing them and make them more consistent.
Right, because you'll get loosey goosey ones when you're just first starting out and stuff, but once you get used to it, they become more consistent. I mean, it's the same with doubles when you first start out.
Let's see if I can find it. Boy, this was a long time ago too. On this one. I did like the little thumbnail you made for tonight's chat. That was cool.
Well, I thought maybe, now that I'm doing it, I should make thumbnails like I do for my Wednesday chat lives. So since I had the time, Sarah and I we decided on making a thumbnail together. So
there you go.
Well, just for all you smokers out there, I'm just going to put this out there because I love you all. My bio dad, heart problems running that side of the family, and he went in to the hospital a couple times. And they're like, well, you have congestive heart failure. He was in the ER. And so they looked at his heart. They're like, you need a valve replacement. And then they looked again and they said, well, now you have a blockage too. One thing after another. So they went in to look at the blockage and the valve. They found a spot on his lung, which I have just been waiting for because he's been a smoker since he was 13. Lifelong Marlboro Red smoker. This man, if you know Marlboro, gives you points. This man has earned at least 2 leather jackets, I don't know how many Zippo lighters, 2 full-size tents. I swear he earned a canoe at one point. And I'm not making light of this. I am very concerned. He's in the ER. He went back into the ER last week. He's still in there. He now has fluid on his lung. They've been draining it. They've been draining the fluid. They sent him home, and he went back in last week because he was feeling weak again. Yeah, the Marlboro Miles. And he had quit in March when he was in the hospital for a week, and he couldn't smoke the first time. He came back out and he said, I actually don't feel like lighting up. And so he told me he quit. And then we met up, and I see him with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, getting out of the car. And I'm like, I thought you said you quit. And he said, well, I'm not inhaling. And I'm like, Dad, is the cigarette lit? And he said, well, yeah. And I said, and you're in an enclosed car? He said, yeah. And I said, are you breathing? He said, yeah. I said, you're inhaling then. You're inhaling if it's hanging out of your mouth and it's lit and you're in an enclosed car.
Right.
You're freaking inhaling the cigarette.
Nessa, I shared I found the tutorial and I shared it to my community tab for you.
I love the man to death.
So
yeah. I fought with him as a teenager. I fought with him to quit. And I realized you can't make anyone do anything they are not willing to do for themselves.
Right.
So
yeah, I had to quit 3 times before I stayed quit.
Yeah. When I believe me, I am. And thank you. Thank you guys. He is 74. And They are doing their best for him, and I'm going to go down when he gets his surgery. When he gets his surgery. I just want to put it to you that when you are ready, the sooner the better for yourselves. So I'm sure it is, I know it is very hard. I I just wish the very best for all of you.
Oh, goodness.
He does have longevity in his family. Love you too, Zoila. I mean, his mother lived to 100, and his grandmother lived to 6 days shy of 108. So, and I know his mother smoked in her younger life, just not nearly as long as he did. So, love you too.
My grandparents did that. They quit cold turkey when I was younger, and then when I started smoking, oh, they were disappointed because I
Yeah.
was the major proponent for them quitting because I was always on their ass about quitting. you
Mm,
know,
yeah.
grandma, you got to quit. I want you to live, blah blah blah. Because in school they tell us that if you smoke, you're gonna die. Then I ended up starting smoking. It's hard to do. It really is. But I think honestly, quitting cold turkey, for me, it was easier to do that way because the first 3 days was hell. But after that, it was all right. Like I was okay after that. It was just those
Yeah.
first 3 days. So I just slept a lot and avoided doing anything that would make me want to smoke, such as getting in the car, because that was bad. Like if I had to run to like 10 stores, I was going to light up a cigarette every time I got back in the car. Every time.
Mhm.
No matter if I just lit one, at the store, 5 minutes ago. The second I got back in the car, first thing I did before the car even started, I was lighting a cigarette because it was just a habit. And most of the time, when I smoked, I was smoking more out of the habit of smoking than actually having that, oh, I need a cigarette craving. Because my
Yeah.
body was, oh, I just finished eating, I have to have a smoke. I had a cup of coffee, I have to have a smoke. I got in the car, I have to have a smoke. you know? Oh,
Yep.
oh,
You okay?
yeah, it's starting to get a little stiff. And I got fuzzies all over me.
Need to get you a cool apron to wear.
Right. Well, I made one. I've never worn it, but I've made it.
Why don't you wear
Because if something happens to it, I'll get upset.
it? That's amazing, Zoila. That is that's great progress.
It is. Yeah, I made that one that I got the kit from Joann's last year for the witch apron, and I made
Oh,
it. And I hung it up on my door, and I've never taken it off the door.
well, maybe that's not your spinning apron then.
Yeah, when I'm spinning, oh my goodness, the stuff that comes out of that sometimes. And they try really hard to make sure it's clean, clean, but it's still get little bits of hay and whatnot. And it actually is hay.
Hmm.
You can tell, grass and whatnot. But
Okay, So I have been knitting this whole time. I'm almost at the end of this row. I don't know why I'm talking now instead of when I'm at the end. But I am doing a mystery knit-along on a blanket. I'm actually doing a blanket. I've never actually finished a knit blanket, not even a baby blanket. A baby blanket is one of the first things I started knitting when I started knitting, because I was like, oh, I finished a hat, so I immediately started knitting a shawl and a baby blanket, and they're both whips from like 2 years ago. Yeah, I know, it's me. But so there's a mystery knit along going on right now. I did put it down in the description box for tonight. It's free, and I am using, it's being done by Knitting with Chopsticks. She actually, I think she has some crochet projects too, but she's mostly knit, I think. And it's called, what is it called? Hold on, let me pull down my pattern. The thing is called wow, this is long. Falling into Stitches Knit Along. Yeah, Hortense. Ooh, you made the loopy yarn.
You're better than me with the loopy yarn. I can't with that stuff.
I don't know if I'd want to knit with the loopy yarn. No.
I don't even like blanket.
Okay, so they're releasing, it's 12 sections, and it's got a divider between each section, and they are doing it in a chunky yarn, and I'm doing in a 4-weight yarn because I don't have that much chunky yarn, and I didn't want to buy yarn. Hi, Zara. Hello. So I had one of those Herrschners color packs in the worsted 8. Ooh, you're actually knitting with chopsticks. Interesting. But yeah. But so these are my first 2 sections with the and it's textured. I don't know why it's
very
curly.
pretty.
Has a built-in border around it. And that's my first section, which is diamonds. And then my second sections, which is, I think it's called Skipping Stones.
I can see that. That's cool.
Yeah. And of course, my divider section is variegated yarn. And of course, it did blue right next to the blue. And I didn't think to pull out that blue until it changed color to do the divider section. And then up here, I did my second divider section, and it has a nice red, and then it went yellow right near the yellow.
That's all
yeah.
right.
It's going really nice for me. Yeah. And then, of course, this is the red. It's going to go red next. There are only 3 colors, and then they repeat. Oh, Doris! Somebody's going to make me cry. But it's going to come out more like a lapghan size because it's a 4-weight. Then it's supposed to be a throw size. But working with a 4-weight instead of a 5-weight, it shrinks it.
Right.
And I'm like, but at least it won't be, puppy size or something, it'll
It'll still
work.
be an appropriate blanket, though. So
Yeah, and it's coming out nice, and I'm happy. And I didn't think I was going to be able to keep up with them,
right.
because I don't knit that fast. But I got the 2 sections done before the 3rd section came out, so I'm excited.
I
And my
hate to, but I have to give a 10-minute warning because
Yep.
I have to pick up someone from school tonight. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I gotta drive about 45 minutes. So
Nope, that's fine. That's fine. Terry, I cannot Did you ever get to a point you knit or crochet to relax? This is me knitting or crocheting to relax. That's why I don't do commission work where people hire me. Then I stress. Yeah, no.
but I think I think you find it more relaxing to have structure or have a direction to go, like doing the knit alongs or doing
I chose
testing
to
and
do
stuff
the knit
like that.
along, but if I get behind the schedule, I don't worry about it. I used to worry about it, and then I would freak out, but now I realized nobody there is keeping track of me. Nobody there even knows I'm doing it. So I don't have to keep to their schedule.
Right.
And so I'm not worried about it. So this is me knitting and crocheting to relax. I chose to do that because I wanted to knit a blanket. And that was really pretty. And had texture. I love texture so much. I also put the pattern for my witch hat in there. So before we go, I'm just going to show you. Mine is not very far along because it's been hurting my hands because mine is 2 strands of 4-weight. I'm using my yarn from the Alpaca Farm. It's a swirl
It's so pretty.
knit hat that I'm trying to find a part where it shows there's this swirl that goes up and around,
Mm-hmm.
and it does it in multiple places on the pattern. So, and it sits on the back of my head. That's why it's so huge. But, and it gets smaller and smaller like a pixie hat. So, but that is also, it's free on the blog. So I linked the Ravelry page, and then it says free here. So you can find it if anybody's interested. So thank you guys for coming to join us tonight. Next week, we will be on Bridget's channel. Okay? And that's how we're going to be doing it from here on out, since we can't stream. So next week, go to Bridget's channel for the live, and then the next week, which we will remind you then, come back to my channel. Okay? I'll try to put a schedule up on my community tab. Okay. All right. We will see you next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to have the live this week, but I have a therapist appointment. I'm not sure what time it is, so I'll have to see. But I will put that up on the community tab. I've been doing really crappy about putting I'm sorries or reminders. Sorry about that. I love you all. Have a good week. Shine bright. Bye.